Hello class 9 students, we have seen that due to confused dragging, the compound wall was broken and there was a lot of confusion. The elephant got hurt and the narrator was arrested. When I was released from the lockup, I found the following consequences awaiting me. Several yards of compound wall to be built by me, wages of 50 men who ran away. They would not explain how they were entitled to the wages when they had not done their job. Joseph's fee for steering the engine over the wall, cost of the medicine for treating the knee of the temple elephant, which had received some injuries while kicking down the wall. Here again, the temple authorities would not listen when I pointed out that I didn't engage an elephant to break a wall. Last but not the least, the demand to move the engine out of its present station. So, when the narrator was released, there were several charges against him. What was that? First was that the compound wall had to be built. Okay, several yards, that is a good length, had to be built. Then, though the coolies did not do their work, Joseph did not do his work properly. Still, they wanted their wages. Okay. Then the knee, the elephant had injured its knee, and so means to treat the elephant, the cost of treating the elephant's knee, because the elephant had injured means injured itself while it kicked the wall out of panic, and also the narrator had to take the engine out of its present place. So all these charges were against the narrator. Sirs, I was a poor man. I really would not find any means of paying these bills. When I went home, my wife asked, "What is this I hear about you everywhere?" I took the opportunity to explain my difficulties. She took it as a hint that I was again asking for her jewels, and she lost her temper and cried that she would write to her father to come and take her away. Naturally, the wife had asked the husband that, what is it that I'm hearing about you from everybody? So when the narrator tried to explain his position, the wife got very angry and she thought that again this narrator was asking for some more jewels of her. And so she said that, I'm going to write to my father to come here and take me away. I was at my wits' end. I was at my wits' end means I didn't know what I should do. People smiled at me when they met me in the street, so people made fun of me. I was seriously wondering why I should not run away to my village. So I thought that even I wanted to, escape. I decided to encourage my wife to write to her father and arrange for an exit. So I told my wife that you please write to your father so that he can come and take you. Not a soul was going to know what my plans were. I was going to put off my creditors and disappear one fine night. So I had decided and had planned for a very secret escape. To put off my creditors. Creditors means to whom a creditor means to whom the narrator owes money. So he would not allow anybody to let anybody know that he was planning escape. He said that okay, I will just leave this town very secretly. At this point came unexpected relief in the shape of a Swamiji. One fine evening, under the distinguished patronage of our municipal chairman, a show was held in our small town. It was a free performance and the hall was packed with people. So, a Swamiji had come to show his performance. I sat in the gallery. Spellbound, we witnessed the Swamiji's yogic feats. Feats means here acts. He bit off glass tumblers Glass tumblers means glasses, okay. um, and ate them with contentment. So not only he you know bit them, but he also ate them with a lot of satisfaction. Contentment is a lot of satisfaction. He lay on spiked boards, spiked is pointed boards, gargled and drank all kinds of acids. You would never ever think of doing that. Licked white hot iron rods, chewed and swallowed sharp nails. So what he did was something very impossible. He showed all kinds of impossible acts. Stopped his heartbeat and buried himself underground. This was another one. We sat there and watched him in stupefaction. Stupefaction means they were so surprised that means they could not even speak. At the end of it all, he got up and delivered a speech in which he declared that he was carrying his master's message to the people in this manner. His performance was the more remarkable because he had nothing to gain by all these extraordinary meal except the satisfaction of serving humanity. And now he said he was coming to his very masterpiece, the last act. So the narrator said that he did this just to show the power of yoga, and his master had instructed him to go around and tell people how powerful yoga is. But he did this not against any money, not for any money in return. It was just a as it said that it was just serving humanity. That is, it was it was just for the sake of showing the power of yoga. He was doing it, and he said that he had a last act which was his masterpiece. He looked at the municipal chairman and asked, "Have you a road engine? I would like to have it driven over my chest." The chairman looked abashed. Abashed means ashamed, and felt ashamed to acknowledge that he had none. He wanted, this Swamiji wanted a road engine for his last act, which was that a road engine would be driven over his chest. So he needed a road engine. So he asked the municipal chairman, "Do you have a road engine?" And the municipal chairman had none, so he was very ashamed of it. The Swamiji insisted, "I must have a road engine." The municipal chairman tried to put him off by saying, "There is no driver." The Swamiji replied, "Don't worry about it. My assistant has been trained to handle any kind of road engine." At this point, I stood up in the gallery and shouted, "Don't ask him for an engine, ask me." In a moment, I was on the stage and became as important a person as the far eater himself. I was pleased with the recognition I now received from all quarters. The municipal chairman went into the background. So, when the municipal chairman was unable to give the road engine to the Swamiji, then the narrator volunteered and said that he would lend his road engine, and he said that you don't ask him, ask me. I have a road engine. And he was there on the he was sitting in the gallery beforehand. Then he went up on the stage and he became very important person, and everybody was looking at him, and instead of the chairman of the municipality, everybody was looking at him. So he became the most important person at that time. In return for lending the engine, he would drive it where I wanted. Though I felt inclined to ask for a monetary contribution, I knew it would be useless to expect it from one who was doing a missionary work. Missionary work means when you do something for a good cause without any money in return. And this narrator decided to give the road engine on condition that the driver of the road engine, whom whom the Swamiji had said that the Swamiji's assistant would be driving the road engine, and he was good at handling any kind of road engine, and he had also agreed that he would drive the road engine for wherever the narrator wanted, because in return for lending the road engine for the Swamiji's masterpiece act. So we stop here today. We will do the last part of the story in the next class. Thank you.